I don't like getting up to take shit, so I'm just gonna shit right here in the couch later.
High on Life is high on its own supply. It's rare to see a video game as self-assured as this, with the development team at Squanch so confident in its vision that it's willing to blow past conventional wisdom and settle for astral strangeness. The dedication to the bit is palpable throughout, whether it's from the artists who have birthed a vibrant universe that could charitably be described as Blade Runner by way of Jim Henson, the design team who have taken a shot at building a Metroid Prime-style shooter on a far smaller budget than Nintendo would ever assign to such a creative endeavor, or the eclectic comedians staffing the writer's room who could care little about anything besides filling every conceivable second of silence with sound. Subversive alien worlds teeming with distractions is the result. You can barely move without some oddity vying for your attention. And what's incredible is that it's only infrequently irritating. Billboards run endless, enduring, entertaining advertisements for strange in-universe products and services. The HUD is bombarded by spam pop-ups and donation requests for local political campaigns, even as you're neck-deep in combat. TV sets broadcast fully scripted game shows and forgettable feature films. I suspect that the 82 minutes I decided to spend watching 1994's Tammy and the T-Rex, starring a young Denise Richards and Paul Walker, is time that I will never get back. Where High on Life should collapse in on itself is its talking weapons. The knife that is horny for blood, the launcher firing its children into combat. I could go on. But as you begin collecting bounties on the leaders of the G3 cartel, you gradually accrue an arsenal of big personalities, and boy are they eager to assist in combat. They are archetypal weapons, yes, but also stuttering, stammering stand-ins for a silent protagonist. It's a compelling twist on the squad dynamic typically employed by action games, a little louder and more intrusive than the setup you may see in something like Gears of War or Mass Effect, for sure. But High on Life makes the best of a bold creative decision. Some of the funniest jokes are offhand contextual comments made as you strafe and shoot your way through frantic firefights, desperately cycling between complaining weapons as you attempt to crowd-control giant ants, eliminate flying drones, and take down yellow-suited cartel thugs as they warp into open-ended battlefields. High on Life never quite strays into the bullet hell territory, but a strand of the genre's DNA can be found here, and it makes for combat that prioritizes reaction over precision. And that's for the best, as combat is one area that would benefit from further refinement. While each of the 4 primary guns has a clear utility, they have such esoteric feedback loops that it can be difficult to truly track their effectiveness once the screen starts crawling with enemies. This issue is particularly pronounced in the 8 boss battles which underpin the adventure, largely flat encounters which have big ideas and routine execution. You'll be making return trips to 3 sectors, each expanding in scope as you gain new equipment. Exploring these spaces is a true delight, with countless small jokes and hundreds of hidden chests strewn across the strange landscapes. These chests reward you with money which you can be spending on upgrades for both your guns and suit, allowing you to further fine-tune your playstyle. While investing time in exploration does occasionally reward you with utterly wonderful comedy vignettes, I can't help but wish there were more to discover out there in the wild. More collectibles or even audio logs to build out the worlds and the creatures that inhabit them. While the main narrative thrust is certainly fun and full of surprises and smart subversions of genre tropes, the story does land flat on its face by the end. While the B story, which tracks your sister and her attempt to date an alien, and the C story, following Jean and government officials, fail to resolve in a satisfactory fashion. Then again, all things considered, it's surprising that High on Life works as well as it does. It's incessantly loud, frequently unhinged, incredibly funny, and an intergalactic trip that is absolutely worth taking. We give High on Life 3.5 stars out of 5.
Oh, well, okay. Well, now I can.